this is The Pirates of Penzance, and it's a classic Gilbert and Sullivan. It's really an operetta, meaning it has music, but it also has dialogue in between. So that's the description of an operetta. It doesn't become a musical comedy because of the style of the music is more operatic. So that's really the difference. And in my 10 years here, we had never done a Gilbert and Sullivan. They're still very, very popular. And as you'll see from the clips, very, very funny and strangely enough, quite topical. They were originally designed to be parodies and satires of Victorian society, but there's a lot of those Victorianisms that have crept back into our society, and so a lot of greatly topical things.
Trust to navigation, take another station. Let's very piracy with a little burglary.
Well, because Sir Arthur Sullivan, who was a very, very fine composer, but he also was a wonderful mimic. He could really mimic the styles of lots of different composers. And so in this piece, there are portions that sound like Swan Lake, and it happens to be the entrance of all the young daughters. And so I basically went on YouTube and looked up lots of ballet videos and did my sort of what I call bad ballet. And so you have all these girls in nightgowns who are acting like little swans, flowing onto the scene. And so I was able to use that music. It kicked off something in me. There's another section that sounds exactly like Così fan tutte. The Love Duet is very almost Renaissance in nature. And so it's wonderful how he was able to use so many styles that it's almost a pastiche, meaning how you take styles from other genres and put them together to make a semblance of a story.
When the coster's finished jumping on his mother, he loves to lie a-basking in the sun. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one.
Oh, when constabulary duties to be done. The policeman's lot is not a happy one. He loves thee, he's
My favorite part about working with MSU Opera Theater and actually working at the College of Music is the collegiality and the family feeling that we engender here. And I don't mean just among singers or just among the voice faculty, but among our other colleagues as well. I think it's a rare place where, in fact, I was just in the hallway speaking to a prospective student, and Professor Joe Luloff, who's a fine world-class saxophonist, stopped by and started singing. And so then we had a discussion in the hallway about the nature of vibrato as it occurs in the voice and the saxophone. And I had to laugh. I said, well, this is a good example for this prospective student of the kind of thing that goes on here and the wonderful collaborations that go on in every level amongst the faculty and amongst the students. Also, for me, I mean, I love these students dearly. I get so much pleasure out of seeing them grow. I love seeing them in the back row of the chorus their first year and then suddenly turn in an unbelievable audition in the next year and get a big part, and to see how they go for those roles and they really make them their own and bring so much to it. I always say to my students that nothing makes me happier than when you have a better idea than I do, because that's my job, is to facilitate their better ideas. And that's really, I think, the crux of what makes it so great.